Zero. One. Let's get started.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's the Bull. This is the second episode of the podcast, and I'm joined here with Riverboy. What's up, Riverboy? Say hello.
What's up, man? What's going on? Been a
Uh,
while.
yeah, it's been a while. Precisely a week. How are things going over there on the other side of the river? For
Oh, actually, it's pretty good. In real life, just working, doing. I finished like a really big install. Was actually able to get some overtime actually, so
Yeah,
I bought some more Hashmore miners.
nice.
I'm bumped in there. Need to get some more Hashmore. I actually did some good trades yesterday, and I sold like perfectly at the top, and then we dropped 10%. So I did the perfect shit, bought me a new miner. So I'm actually feeling good. And I just now took another position. I actually just made a quick video before here, let people know about the trades I'm starting to take and what I did and what's going to happen pretty much in the next few days. It's all market manipulation, but if you know what's happening, you know how to duck in and out of the market.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I think what do you call it? Yeah, I think I'm pretty much in the same position. Actually, I've recently invested, or last week I was telling you about invested into XRP Ripple, and
Yeah,
it's kind of fluctuating. I've only got 27 coins. Haven't really invested too much into it, but like every now and then I'll invest a little bit here, little bit there, and yeah, hopefully one day it will be, you know.
XRP is one of those coins that is going to double in like a year or two because a lot of people just like to hold it. So
Yeah,
like right now with this dip, I would buy more. I
yeah,
would buy
well,
more.
oh, 100%. I just haven't got the funds for it at the moment, but eventually I would love to, what do you call it, buy more, 100%. But
Speaking of, ha- um, have you really gotten into Hashmore yet? I remember you telling me you were going to try, but I didn't know if you bought anything or not.
oh yeah, sorry, I thought I told you. Yeah, I ended up buying a $500 miner, so it was like $850 for me, and
Oh yeah. You did tell me.
yeah,
Bro, my
it's
bad.
been
I talked to so many people.
no, you're good. Yeah, it's been going really good. I've been getting about about $5 to, like, I think it says it's meant to give you $5 a day, but I think once I've only been hit with $5.
Go
I
ahead.
think only once I've been given $5 a day, and on the other times it's like $5.45 or $6. I think the highest I've gotten out of the 16 days that I've been into it so far is the highest payout was $6.32, which I was like, wow, that's
Yeah, I was gonna say that they just updated it to where it shows a bigger average because before it was like he wanted to show you an average of like the very minimal payout, which that's not really an
mm,
average. An average is somewhere in between. So he put the on there because I speak to Edward.
yeah,
He put on there like from like 5 to 640 you can get, and that's like the real average. So then now you can actually tell get like 620 one day, like 605 one day. And just how it is, it's just how well your miner is performing with the latency on the blockchain and all that. So our miners are not like Go mining.
yeah.
It's like an actual miner.
Mm.
Well, Go Mining does mining too, but the way they charge you is like their own method. He's basically charging you how much your actual machine worth it makes, and it's just a little bit different. And that's how he can give us this insane ROI because they got the 100% renewable energy, and it's basically free Bitcoin. He told me he's mining free Bitcoin, and they've been doing it since 2018.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So they just need more money coming in because they don't want to sell the Bitcoin. So that's
Yeah,
why they're like, why are they giving us these insane ROIs? It's because they don't want to sell the Bitcoin they're mining and they need money to buy more miners. So that is why they want to share some of the Bitcoin because they know how valuable Bitcoin is and they don't want to sell their Bitcoin. So people wonder why other people want to keep using other people's money to buy more miners. It's because if they use our money and they can mine Bitcoin and they only have to give us one out of the 3.15 they're making every block, they're they're making Bitcoin, they're happy.
mm.
You know what I'm saying? They're a small company.
Oh,
It's not like they're go mining.
yeah.
They're happy with a couple Bitcoin. They're not sharing it between hundreds and thousands of employees. I think there's only like literally six companies or six people in the Hashmole company right now besides the board. And from what I know, they're just like people that give advice,
Mm.
like investment advice and shit.
Yeah. No, well, I think
But I like Hashmole a lot, man.
yeah, I
A
quite
lot of
like
my
Ash
friends
too.
at school are going in hard.
I
Like they're going in hard on the Hashmole.
well, I was actually looking at it today, and I was just kind of scrolling through it, and I was like, like 'cause everything's doubled for me. So the $200 mine is like around, I think it was like 350, 360, something like that. I was looking, I was like, you know, River's been talking about like how he got a loan and then like, to buy a better miner and doing all this. And I was like, like if I was to get a loan, I wouldn't get like something small. Like I was I was looking.
Yeah, that's why I did the 1K, but I also sold like 9TH, but they were special collections. And I'll say I ripped some people off. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry, guys. I ripped some of y'all off. I bought those whales for like $23 and I sold it to some people for like $300. I'm sorry. Business is business.
Supply and demand.
Yeah, yeah. Like I couldn't believe they sold, honestly. But I got around, I think it was around $1,200 for all of those miners.
That
And then I just got the $1,000 loan.
yeah, that's not bad. That's actually quite good. I was looking at the 50.
Yeah. For 9TH, for 9TH, $1,200. I was like, when I saw it all go through, I was like, I'm just gonna let this sit for a few days and see if someone buys this. And then someone bought one, and I was like, I'm letting them sit. They all sold, and I was like, straight into Hashmole. It only cost me like 10 GMT to send it over. So I was like, yep, I'm sending, converting, going into Hashmole. And yeah, man, I think with when I was at 113 terahash, I was making like 650 a day. I come to Hashmole with that same money, I was making like $16 a day. But that was only the 9 terahash that I sold. So I was making way more money than my 113 terahash on Go Mining with just $1,200.
Yeah, that wow.
And then I got the loan, and now I'm making like $28 a day. And I just I let it. What I'm doing now is because in my last video I said that I'm probably not gonna pull out the money and cash it out anymore because that creates a taxable
Mm,
offense. So then I'm basically taking it as income. So I got to pay taxes on that, which on income it's like 12 or 13% in my tax
damn.
bracket. but this will bump me up a tax bracket. So then it'll bump me to 18% because I'm skating on the line on my bracket now. So, and if I start taking this, it will bump me up. So I'll go from like a 12% income tax to an 18%. And I was talking about it with my boy, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to hold all of the cash and reinvest it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm not touching anything. I'm just letting it kind of build up, and then I was tossed up between buying a $200 miner or buying another $500 miner. I've already got, um, from memory, I think it's
Well, what my plan is, and I told my homeboy, because he's pretty much doing the same thing, but with bigger miners. It's like the power of compounding, man. Like right now, with how much money I make, it takes, I think, 9 days. I get it another. I can buy another 200 hash
mm,
miner. I do that enough times. It's going to take me 8 days to buy the 200 hash miner, then seven, then five, four, three, two, one, and then I'm gonna be like, you know what? I'll wait 2 days and buy a 200 hash miner, and then I'll just be like buy or a 500 hash miner, and I'll be buying one of those every day.
mm,
And then I'll start you like the tower of compounding gets crazy after a while, and that's pretty much what my friend did. He took a $70,000 equity loan. This is fucking nuts. Like I'm not telling any of you guys to do this, but this is what somebody I know did. He took a $70,000 equity loan and he just held the first week on Hashmole and reinvested it all. And I think he bought like another 20,000 miner for like the first. He held the first couple weeks, bought another 20K miner, and then he started paying back the loan because he had a month for the first payment. And then with the extra boost on top of the 70K, he was able to pay back his equity loan in like a month and a half. And he's broke even now. Like he paid back the equity loan, and this is just giving him free money. And I'm like, bro, you're fucking nuts. You're fucking nuts. I would never do that. I would never do
well,
that.
see, I was,
But he's like, I took it from you, bro. Scared money don't make money. And I'm like, yeah, but dumb money. There's this thing called dumb money and smart
mm,
money. But like he took the risk, and like you got to risk it for the biscuit, you
yeah,
know.
100%.
And Ashmole is becoming one of those like golden gooses.
Mm,
So it's like good. Like it's good to take a risk on a good investment.
yeah, 100%.
That's what I will say. It's good to take a risk on a good investment, but I still like just how I invest. I like to keep things net positive. So I only really need 3 more weeks and I'm technically broke even on that loan.
Yeah,
But I started paying it with my own check. Like I stopped taking hash more money. I'm gonna reinvest that shit.
I'm really contemplating about getting a loan and getting
How much TH do you have on Go
how much
Mining?
what, sorry?
TH you have on Go Mining. Why don't you just sell some TH and reimburse yourself in 90 days?
Well, that was actually something else I wanted to talk about because I was actually talking.
That's what I did.
Yeah,
Like I'm doing that right now. I'm going to reimburse my Go Mining account. I'm gonna buy 10. I'm only gonna reimburse the TH. I'm not gonna reimburse the whole thing. Like I'm gonna buy 9 TH from Hashmole. But I have been using it for boosting money actually.
yeah,
Like every Sunday, whatever I have on Hashmore, I'll just dump it on to my Go Mining account. And when we stream, I think I had like 300 last week. And it's pretty crazy how Go Mining tokens is fucking $53 for 100 coins, bro. What the hell?
yeah. Apparently,
I remember back in the day, it was like 20. What's going on?
everything's going up.
And that's in your currency, it's $1,
Yeah,
right?
we'll see. It's 51 cents.
So that's $100. It's $100.
Mm-hmm.
$100 to boost a red. What the
Yeah,
hell?
that's exactly right. And I like that's why you never see me use reds unless it's anything higher than an 8x. Well, currently now we're in the second division, which is
You're an
we're in
eclipse.
Eclipse. Yes, we went up. Currently, we're sitting rank 15 on the leaderboard. We're actually a bit of insider news. I don't. Well, you've probably seen it because you're in the Discord. But we're going to take 2 weeks off. So
Yeah.
this is our first week where we're just going to stay in the top. Like stay in Eclipse. We're gonna. This is our first week. We're staying.
Yeah, because it doesn't take much to
Yeah,
stay.
there's
Like
no.
maybe 4 or 5
Yeah, five
blocks.
blocks in Eclipse. Like that's all you need. So we're just gonna. Everyone's gonna boost, but we're just probably gonna boost like say 100 for this week, and then next week we're gonna boost 100, and we're gonna stockpile all like everyone's GMT. Do all that. Everyone's gonna save up a bit of money. Then I'm gonna personally throw in $500, um, to get about 500.
Try to go for the push for
Yeah, and
Odyssey.
then we're gonna push.
I was talking to John about that. I'm actually gonna try to help you guys get some more people. I'm gonna shout you guys out in the stream this coming up Sunday. But if he wants, I was gonna say I can load up my wife's account. She doesn't have much TH, but she could be a support character.
Mm,
Like I got my clan, we do these support roles. So like how I've been boosting is like how the echoes are king,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So like how sometimes some rounds end really
Mm,
early. So what I've been doing to help my homeboy get some blocks, I'll pop a focus and a clan boost. And that's it for the round. So I'll spend like 11 coins. And then for the first 5 minutes, I'm keeping us up in the race while he pops like 20 single echoes spaced out. So then he could ramp the fuck up. So then by the time my focus runs out, he's in first place by himself. So then now he has like 80% of the clan block. And you know what I'm saying? So then once it starts ramping up. So if the round ends early, I can take it, but if the round ends late, he takes it. And it's almost a
yeah,
guarantee. Like I took like 9 blocks Tuesday.
yeah.
On Tuesday, I took 9 blocks with this strategy.
Hon-
And it's actually pretty nice.
Honestly, I haven't even been boosting like as much as I should be. Because like my requirement is like I think it's like 400 GMT a week, or something like that. It's I can't actually remember what my requirement is, but anyway, it's like
Yeah, didn't you like switch it to like 60% of your
yeah, yeah.
earnings?
Is-
Yeah, that's pretty
Well, it's like
crazy.
whatever, pretty much. Yeah,
But
it's like say if we get $1,000, 60%, $600. Like it's not much.
yeah, I was gonna say, but you guys are an elite clan. You guys need that elite status. Like rank number 1 clan in the whole world was Blockaholics, and they had 8 people in it before their clan was forced to be open. They had 8 people in it, and they split 63 Bitcoin. So if you want to be elite, like I was telling them, I'm like, you don't need over 20 people to have an elite clan, bro. You could have like just 2 people. Like look at Odyssey right now. There are a couple clans in there where it's just like 2 or 3 people. And I'm like, yeah, I know you want to get into
Mm.
Odyssey, but it just takes time.
Oh,
You got to
100%.
build.
Huh?
You got to build. You guys already surpassed the toughest hurdles, getting out of Doom and getting out of Horizon. So like you guys are like there. Just takes one good push.
Yeah. Oh,
And I bet you with the way Grease Monkey has been going in, you guys are gonna he's probably gonna AFK you guys all the way to Odyssey one week.
well,
Like,
he has
like I know, like, I speak to him, bro. He's going ham on Go Mining and fucking Hashmole. He is on another level. He's on a mission. He's on a mission
yeah,
right now.
yeah.
That's crazy. Have you seen his greedy
The
recently?
what? Sorry.
Have you seen his greedy recently?
No, no. Has he upgraded it?
I know he bought a greedy and it's fucking got a fuck ton of TH on
Yeah,
it. I was
Well,
like,
he
what?
bought it, and I believe it had
I was like,
700 th on it, and
yeah, I was like, what? No way.
well, he was
That's
looking at a
crazy.
the one of the boxes. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like they're like the mid
The go boxes, right? The
the
golden
golden.
boxes.
That's it, the golden boxes, and he was looking at one
'Cause
at
it
10K.
was like 5,000 each for like 10K at one point, and he was like, "Bro, I'm about to get it." And I was like, "Yo, that's a deal. What the fuck is that guy
Well,
doing?"
they're
And
all
bro,
like that.
I bet by the time he got his cash, well, some of them are like 20, 30, 40K, but there was one in there for like 10K one
Mm,
time. And I know he had just like recently went through a divorce and all that, and he was getting a big amount of money. And I know when that happened, he didn't have that money yet. So then, like, I know he was probably like mad about that
100%.
because that was been a lot of TH for so cheap. That would have been like $5 a
Mm,
TH.
yes, no, it was.
That's crazy.
I yeah, like I'm really thinking about getting a loan and investing, or like getting the $50,000 miner on Hashmole, but
Oh, that's
it's not
crazy.
$50,000 for me. It's like it's
I
like
know. It's like 70 or
it's
80,
yeah, I think
right?
it's 83,000 something something something. It's just like I need $100,000 loan just to buy it, but it's paying.
But
I, I'm
yeah,
gonna
it'll
I'm
pay
gonna
itself
pull my
off
app
in
up
three
so I
months.
can get the exact numbers. If I am to purchase, oh my god, technical difficulties. If I am to purchase the $50,000 miner, which is we'll just say 100,000. We'll just round it up. We'll double all the numbers. Daily earns is $500 for you, so that's $1,000 for me, and then it's estimated from 500 to $625. So it's at least $1,000 to $1,200 to $1,300. Yeah, I'll come get it later. I'll come get it. Yeah, I'm on the phone. Sorry, I'll edit that out. Like that's 1,000 to almost $1,500 a day, which my current job I'm making that a
Yeah,
week. So it's like,
yeah, you just have to quit. You just quit at
oh
that
well,
point.
no, I love my job. See, like,
Yeah, I
but
know. I love my job too. I was telling my boss that once I'm making like $1,000 a day on these minor apps, I'm just gonna drop to minimum wage and just talk shit and just talk shit the whole
you'd
time
sit
I'm
there and be
here.
like, you would talk so much shit. You'd be like, "What do? You just
I'm like,
sack me?
I'll
Oh my
take the
god,
hit.
no! Please don't sack me." Uh, but like like $1,000 a day, like oh my god, like so $1,000 7 days in a week. So there's $7,000 right there, plus my 1,000 to 1,500, depending on how many hours. We'll just say, we'll just say 1,500 is
The
eight
only
and a
thing
half
I will
thousand dollars
say
a week.
about big loans like that, is that interest compounding is a
Mm,
bitch. So compounding on interest on that high, you have to pay that shit back. So like the reason why like I can handle this loan now is and it's a 35% interest, but that's because like out of when I got the 1,000, I took 200 of it and immediately put it towards the principal. So like interest doesn't start occurring till like after a month. So then if interest did start occurring, it would occur on the 800, not the 1,000. And then with the 800, I bought the miners. And since I had to go mining miners, I had more miners to be able to help pay the loan off faster. So I basically made as much money to pay off the loan in 2 months on the miners instead of three
mm,
with how much I have. And I double paid. So like I used my check and the hash more money to pay it. And this week, since I had overtime, I just double paid it with my check.
mm.
I didn't pull any hash more money out. and I got like 2.5 more payments because I did double payments, and because of interest, like the month ticked, and they added 35% to like the $400 that was in there, and it was like 35% to that 400. So like they just ticked on like another $60, and I was like, oh damn, you know what I'm saying?
100%.
So like imagine that's $60 on a $400 loan or a $400 principal in 1 month. Imagine when you have like 100K.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I will say. If you do take those loans, you got to pay it back fast. If you don't already have previous investments to help you beat off that payment, I would start small. I wouldn't go for the big one right away.
Yeah.
And that's just what I've been telling people. Like I have the one friend, and like yeah, I show the screenshots and tell him about what he did and how he's already broken even and all of that. And like, but that dude that I know, he has 12 whole Bitcoin. If this went south, he had the money to lose.
Mm.
That's just my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he's got the money to lose if this went south, which it hasn't and it probably won't. But I'm just saying, if this did go south, he has the money to lose. I just don't want people doing really risky shit like the loans if they don't have the money to lose. And that's why I say start small, build your way up. So how I would do it is I do like $500 loans, something I can pay off in 1 month
Yeah.
so the interest doesn't occur. And I only took the 1K because I that was the lowest one I had on my desk and I wanted it now. And those ones are pre-approved.
Yeah.
All I have to do is scan a QR code. So like I try not to risk too much with loans. That's just my 2 cent. Before you take a major loan. That's just my 2 cent.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's the only reason why it's like I want the 50,000 or the $100,000 one is because one, it's gold, and it's a premium thing, and it's limited stock, so there could only be 100 of them.
Yeah, I know. I know. That's why I was saying like it's worth it. But if you do it, you have to be on top of those payments,
Yeah.
man. Like how I would do it just to save a couple dollars, I would hold the money for a week, transfer it, and then make a payment every week, like one big payment every week. So you'd be like paying them 7,000 towards the principal every week, and you'll just make sure that when the monthly interest occurs, it's like a quarter of what it was before. You want to get that down as fast as you can. So, like, say you do take the 100K loan, only invest like the 80 and then give them back that other 22.
Yeah. Yeah, that I
You know what
wouldn't
I'm
spend
saying?
the whole 100,000. Like, say if it only cost me 60,000.
Yeah, just use whatever extra for fees and shit to get it on and all of that. But and then whatever's left over, throw it right back to them to get that principal down.
Mhm.
Like that's probably the best advice I can give
Yeah,
you.
well, that's what I was thinking. Say you get the $100,000 loan, it costs 60. I've got $40,000 that I will not touch, and then as soon as like say for example I get this on a Sunday, so Monday it's already starting to generate me $1,000 a day, and then I would let it sit there for like say it's monthly. I've got 40 grand already there. Plus, at the end of the week, I've got 7 grand. So like I'd be technically, if I'm doing it monthly, I'd be able to go 7,000. I'm no good with math. 7,000 times 4 is 28,000. Oh, yeah, $28,000 a month. I'd be able to pay back. So 4 weeks in a month,
Yeah, you would definitely have it paid off in like 3 months.
100%.
But that's just the bare minimum. You most likely going to get the higher end of that average, and you'll probably have it paid off faster.
Yeah, quite,
But that's just the
quite
averages.
literally 3 months is so. $1,000 a day time.
And usually loans that big are like 10, 15 years.
Yeah. So, no, here in Australia, it's that $100,000 is like a big loan, yes, but it's classified as like a medium loan. So, like the highest I think you can do is
So it's like five.
yeah. Well, see, if I get a $10,000
Yeah.
loan, the highest I can do is five. Or and the lowest you can do is like 6 months. Sorry, a year, I believe. So it's like very
Yeah, I did the 6 month $1,000 loan and I doubled up on the payments pretty much to pay it off in 3 months.
yeah. Well, that's also another option. Just call it quits on this $50,000 loan. So the $100,000 loan, and possibly look at getting, like a $20,000, like the next best one, which is the $10,000 minor, which would cost me about 15 to or 18K. Uh,
Yeah.
so like, and that's making about $100 to $125 a day. So just double that, so 200 to 200.
And then just remember after this loan is paid off, you could do it again
Mm,
and then the paying it off the second loan is going to be twice as fast. Because I was thinking about it. I might take another $1,000 loan and just chucking the whole thing into Hashmole this
mm,
time. Because then, like, I would actually pay it off in like a month if I put another 1,000 in, pay it off in a month.
yeah,
Because I think I'm at like 28 a day now, and with two more $6 a day miners, that would put me at like 40 a day
yeah.
on average. It's probably more.
Well, I don't know. Every time I keep looking at the $50,000 one, it's like I want that more than the $10,000. Like, yes, it's more money, but at the same time, I would be happy with $200 a day.
That
Yeah, I
limited
know.
edition one is
Can they
getting
not
you.
put a limited edition one on like the $200 one? I still much more. But
Yo, um, that one YouTuber that we were gonna have on the podcast, yo, he got somebody to buy a 2K miner on his referral code. So he got a 200 hash miner for free.
damn,
Yeah, that's nuts. I was like, bro, I'm so happy for you. And I'm like, I'm glad you're a part of the Mole family. Like, he's only he has way more subs than me. So like he posted the one video about it and he shot me out in the video. I appreciate that. Shot me out in the video and he already has like 9 or 10 referrals. And he's like, no one's bought yet, but I'm hoping. And then what, like literally an hour later, somebody bought a 2K and then he got the fucking 200. And he was like, they did it. It's like it's for free. So he's chilling in the Discord. It's cool talking to him.
that's great.
And bro, my Discord is actually getting pretty lively. The live streams, I've been getting a lot more clan mates. I got 30 people in the clan now.
Don't. It's
Yeah, I think we hit 36 blocks last week. We split a lot of them are like 1 TH. And that's actually because I know my wife's
mm,
account, her account last week made $15
that's not,
and she has 4 TH.
wow. That's really
Yeah, that's because that's actually really good.
well.
Like she's getting the return on her investment so good. It's because there's we don't have much TH. I think between all of us we have 600
Yeah.
TH. So the split is pretty fair and even.
Mm,
And last week between all of us we split almost $700. So even a 1 TH guy probably made like $2 or $3 last week.
that's not bad.
And he's not making that in solo. He's not making that in solo. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah.
think he would have probably made 20 cents in 1 week
Mhm.
with one TH
It's
at
pretty.
that because they take out and
It
shit.
is wild because I was rocking in solo for a while when I had one TH and I was making 3 cents. Oh, sorry, 5 cents a day, and it took me near what was it, 3 weeks to to actually reinvest my into that one TH thing. Sorry, no, it took me the full. I think it was 2 weeks, so 14 days when I had the bonus miner to actually invest.
Yeah, I was gonna say when I first started, they gave you a 2 week bonus miner. So I bought, I think it was $150 package. It was like a Google Play package. It was their biggest one at the
Mm,
time. And I bought that miner, and then I did all the tasks for the bonus miner, and I had like 25 days of the bonus miner. And I didn't even click the service button. So like I forgot about this app, and then I just remembered that I had it on my phone, and I had it on reinvesting TH. So when I came back and I was gone for like 2, 3 weeks. When I came back, I think I had like 5 TH, 4 or 5 TH. But when I came back, I had like 7 TH and a little bit of Bitcoin because of the bonus
mm.
miner. And it was just crazy because I guess the bonus miner gives you Bitcoin, and because it brings you to that silver two tier, it lets you reinvest into TH. So whatever you make, you reinvest into TH, and it also gives you some Bitcoin too, just to get you started. I think I had like $5 in Bitcoin and like two more terahashes than what I bought. And I was like, oh shit. And that's what really got me into go mining. Because I had like 4 or 5 thousand invested into Bitcoin miner, the one with the blue
Yeah,
pickaxe.
I've got that.
Like I have like 4 or 5 thousand invested into that
Oh
one.
damn,
And it's making me like around $15 a day.
that's not bad. I think it takes like 3 days to make $1. So like
Well, I have it spread between 10 accounts because I thought that was better. But now I know that as the TH on one account gets higher, it's a lot better than just a bunch of it's better to have one at 120 than 10 at 12.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just you live and you learn.
No, that is true.
But how I have those minor apps working is that app you can cash it out for free pretty
Mm,
much and send it to your Speed wallet. And then on Speed Wallet, you can buy Google Play points, and then I'll just like reinvest that
yeah.
way. So I buy the Bitcoin or get the Bitcoin, send it to Speed. That that truck was loud. I get the Bitcoin, send it to Speed, convert it to Google Play points, and then buy more miners with it. So that is on it's a very slow reinvesting. Well, like now I got it to like 15 a day, but I have to like go on to like 6 different phones to watch all the ads. And it just got so tiring that I stopped. And then if you don't interact with the app for 2 days, it just stops running your miners. So like I didn't know that. And my miners were not running for like 3 months. And then I was like, yo, I should have a fuck ton of Bitcoin on these accounts. And then I go and look, and it was basically it only had like 2 days of mining on it. And I was like, what the fuck? And so yeah, now Bitcoin miner, if you don't interact with it for at least a day, it just goes inactive.
Yeah.
It just
I have
pauses.
I've kind
That's
of this
that's
morning.
pretty ass.
But no, look,
Yeah.
honestly, I'm really tempted to buy this $50,000 one because yes, it's a high risk, but the reward is so high. And once
Yeah.
that loan's
I
paid
was just gonna
off,
say, man, just be careful,
yeah,
bro.
well, it's I gotta
Yeah.
obviously look around and like see if I can actually get approved for it because It's like for me to get like, I think the max you can do for a personal loan is like 50,000 or 10,000, something like that. Like, or it gets hard over more.
I think it's 10. I think it's 10 in America because that's the highest I've been offered
Mm,
is 10. But and that's under personal loan category. But I don't know. Like I only take the ones that are given to me.
yeah, well,
Like I don't go look for them. Like I usually because my credit score is like kind of high, they just send them to me in the mail. And if I ever do use them, I try to pay them off within like 5 to 6 months. I usually if it's a 2 week payer, I'll pay it every week. If it's a 1 week payer, I'll double up on the payments every week.
yeah,
So like I try to always double up. And now that Hashmole has the credit cards, like I still haven't looked into it, but I need to. Like, and I think somebody was telling me that credit cards give you more points than loans. So if that's true, after I pay off this loan, I might just dedicate one credit card because I got four,
mm,
and I might just dedicate one credit card to Hashmore and then just pay it off on my checks every month. I think it's a $1,000 credit card, so I'll just like spend 500 on it, pay it off by the end of the month, and then do it again.
yeah.
So I'll just try to do that.
Well, I mean, even if I can get approved for like, like I just kind of thought of it today, and then I was like, yeah, like maybe, but like, even if I don't go for the $50,000 one, and I go for like, say, the $20,000 one, that's still $200 to $250 a day, which we'll just we'll just say two.
Any minor on Hashmole is a good investment. I'm
Well,
just
that's
saying,
it.
like any
So like like 200 times seven, so 7 days a week is $1,400. Which at the end of the week, that's like $3,000
I was
I'll
telling
be making.
Yeah, I was telling people in the Discord that loans is a way to speed up your own growth. And if you have the risk and like the endurance and like the re- like responsibility to pay it off, like even with your own money, then it's good to take them. So like I'm not saying it's not good. I'm just saying know your risk and make sure if you take a big one, pay it off fast. Interest is a bitch. Just say tell you that.
Yeah. Well, 100%. Like it's all risk, it's all reward. Um, it just really depends how things are gonna go. I guess like it could go really good, or but it's more just like the after the 3 months, you know, I've pretty much gotten super close to paying that loan off if I get one, and then within 6 months I can, instead of getting another loan, I can just buy the exact same machine I bought.
Yeah,
6 months.
you could just do what I'm doing. Just wait until you can buy like the cheapest miner and like with $100 a day for you, it would only take you 2 days to get to it.
Yeah.
Or if you got 50, you buy a 500 hasher every day.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And then that's pretty much what my boy did. He took the loan and for a couple, like I think he said 2 weeks, he just kept buying more miners with the money. And he just bought whichever ones he could buy, like as fast as he can, so that the next day it give him more money. So then like with his 70K, he bought a 50K and a 20K. And then I think he said he was buying 500s and then he started buying 2000s. And then once it got to where he would only pay off the loan in like a month and a half, he started pulling out and paying off the loan.
Yeah.
he's gonna take the hit on the taxes. But now that he's like basically net profit, it's like a wrap. Like his account is insane. Like I think he just sends me messages of him buying a new 2,000 hash miner like every other day. It's just fucking
Yeah,
nuts. It's just fucking nuts.
that's crazy.
So like power of compounding is insane. So like if you do the loan, I would say probably do what he did before you start pulling out. Just reinvest everything right away so you can get a faster payout than original. And like maybe you could pay one payment with and like just reinvest for 1 month and then you'll just like super ramp up and pay it all off in 1 month. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Be crazy.
Well, I've the reason why my thing is so high currently, because like we're talking American currency now. I've got $135 in American currency sitting in my account. The reason why it's so high in 16 days is the money that I put in extra for the Ethereum. I got that, like, I pretty much pulled that out and put that into, what was it? Like, I think I converted it into Bitcoin, but then I transferred it back and I've put that into like back into Hashmall because I was like, you know what, like it's in here for the reason like that I bought the $500 thing. So I've just kind of kept it in there and I've just been using the reinvestments as like stacking on top. So now it's up to like 100 and because it was at $60 after I bought my first miner, and then I've gained another $60 on top of that in 16 days. So it's, near up to like $170 or whatever it is. And once I get up to $500 again, I'm just going to buy a $500 miner. And, you know,
Yeah.
within 3 months after buying my second miner, I'll be able to buy another two miners. And then after another 3 months of that, I'll be able to buy, another four and then go 8 and then 16. Then, just compound the hell out of it. But if I
Yeah.
get the loan, like if I get a loan and get a decent miner where I'm making like $200 to $250 a day, like I'll be able to compound a better miner. Or sorry, pay the loan off obviously first within the first 3 months, and then after that 3 months, save that like money and either buy the $50,000 one within say what like a year, even a
Few
year,
weeks.
like it would be almost 9 months, I'd be able to pretty much
Well,
like if I bought the $20,000 one, ten
oh
thousand
yeah,
dollar one,
it would take you
yeah,
six
it'd be like
months to
six
get
to
to
nine
50.
months, almost a year. I'd be able to buy
But
it.
I think it would be just more worth it to just do what I'm doing because your daily would go up every day rather than saving up for the big one.
Mm,
Just buy as much as you can buy when you can buy. Because you also got to take into account that when all of those Iceland miners are sold up, we're going to start buying Venezuelan, Georgian, and the other facilities miners, and those ones are not 100% all the time, so they're not going to give us as much money. They're probably going to be priced differently too.
mm,
So just take that into account too. That's why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it. I'm buying as many as I can as fast as I can.
yeah,
And I'm gonna buy as many 200s as I can until I can buy a 500. Because yeah, the higher you go, you do make a little bit extra per. But if I can buy two 200s in 1 day, I'll do that because I can I can just keep doing that until I can buy one 500 in a day,
mm,
and then I'll just do that until I can buy two 500s in a day, and then keep doing that until I can get the 2,000.
yeah,
And that's pretty much what my homeboy did with his 70K loan. But I think he was buying like three 500s in 1 day.
yeah. That's crazy.
He ramped up his investment really fast.
I think someone,
So like there's ways you can do it.
yeah, like that is also another thing as well. Like that is, and like on my mind as well. Like if I was to go out and get this big loan and then buy it and it not be in Iceland, like the worst case ever, it go to say Venezuela, and I'm only making like instead of estimated 200 a
Half
day,
of
it go
that
down to like $100 a
you
day.
make it.
You know.
Yeah, you would pay it off in 6 months rather.
Mm, but it's more, like I said, high risk, high reward. But I think if I was to go out and get $100,000 loan and invest that $100,000 into Go mining, I feel like whatever I'm investing, it's going to take me. Well, it takes a year and a half to pay it back on with anything on Go mining, whether I'm buying a 1 TH machine or um, a 5,000 TH machine. It takes like a year and a half to pay it back. Obviously, the higher TH, it's a little bit less, but
Yeah. No, actually, I think it's 3 years because isn't it like a base 38% for the ROI on the miners you buy?
I'm not actually too sure.
From the one from Go Mining. I'm not talking about from the marketplace. I'm talking about from Go Mining. I think it's like
Oh, if
38%.
you
So it
create a
literally
miner?
takes you like, yeah, if you create a miner, it'll literally take you 3 years to get your money back.
Yeah.
They make it to where that if you bought it, if you bought your miner somewhere in between a halving, you're not making your money
Mm.
back within a 6 year investment.
Well, I can.
So like it was perfect that I bought my miners right before the halving, and I got like a week of double of my like 25
Mm,
TH. So like what I would make now with 25 TH, I was making double of that because it was right before the halving. Then the halving happened, then I started making half of what that was. But I already knew about the halving, and I literally got lucky to start a few days before the halving.
yeah. Well, last week.
Because if I would have started before, I honestly would have probably felt a little bit some kind of way if I didn't know what having was. If I was making like $25 a day and then I just went to 12.50, I'd be like, what the fuck happened? I would
Well,
I would be like, where's my Bitcoin?
I ended up. What do you call it? Like, so pretty much. I don't know if you remember, but the other day I was talking to you about like trying to sell my bought miner, created miners. I've hit the 90-day mark, so
Yeah.
I've officially been on Go mining for 3 months today. Um, but I've got to wait for my best mine, which
You gotta wait the 90 days from your last purchase on that miner.
yeah. Oh, like so even if I
So if you
upgrade
have
it,
one that you upgraded like day one, then you could mint it now, and you haven't touched it since,
yeah.
you can mint it
Okay,
now.
right.
I was able to sell one of my miners though. One of my very first miner I ever minted. I sold it for I think $900, and I boosted with that money, and I actually doubled it, and I sent some off, and I put it into my bots because I haven't ran bots in since February. I haven't ran any bots. I put all my money into Bitcoin miners in February when we were at the top. Then we like fell down a lot, like
Mm.
a lot. And now we are like at the very bottom of the scale. If you look at the charts of altcoins, we're at the very bottom. So I just threw a bunch of money on my Pinex account, and I bought like 6 different bots,
Mm.
like $40 in each bot, and I'm gonna have them sell every 50%. I'm being greedy. So we're at the very bottom, and some of these altcoins have 1,000, 2,000% to go to the top. And I'm selling this $40 every 50% on the way up.
Mm.
That's pretty crazy. and I have them set to where as soon as we get to the very top, it closes them all out.
Yeah.
So when this altcoin season happens, I'm ready. I've never been more ready than I have ever been. I've even taken a super long leverage position on an altcoin. So with my this $5, if we go back to the all-time high, let me check this again because I'm looking at it right now because I'm doing other trades. If we go back to the all-time high on this coin with this $5, I make $9,253. Leverage is insane. But that's if we go to the old all-time high. We could go to a new all-time high on this coin. So that would be nuts. And when this happens, which I'm pretty sure it's going to be like within the next few months, altcoin season's bound to happen.
Yeah.
And I'm at the very lows. I'm at the very lows. So if we do make that push, I already have my sales. So as soon as we get up there, it's a wrap. I'm selling on somebody.
I think with my Go mining account, like I'm gonna, as soon as I can, what do you call it, mint my miners.
Mint, things you
As
can mint
soon as I
something
mint them, I'm selling them or going to put them up for sale. Because just like,
and go get hash ball.
yeah, but I like, what I'm gonna do is or no, not even that. Like, everything that's on this account, I'm going to reinvest it all into my greedy machine and just keep the greedy machine on this account, and then
That's what I'm doing. I'm selling all of my miners to get to just one greedy machine, and I'm only gonna have the one greedy machine until it's maxed out, and then I'll buy another greedy machine. So I like if I do see a greedy machine for sale, like after I sell these other miners and I'm down to only one, and if I do see another one for a cheap price, probably will scoop it up. And the way Minor Wars has been going for me lately, I might be able to get the greedy machine just from the clan BTC that I'm earning. So I made $167 last week in clan
that's not
BTC.
bad. I can only imagine how much John's making. I think
Oh, because of the
yeah,
5%.
the 5% plus, like, because it goes off like how much blocks everyone's winning and how much people are boosting.
Oh, and John hits a lot of
Yeah, no,
blocks.
well, like this week, sorry, last week we hit I think it was 80 something blocks. Then the week before that,
In Eclipse too, or it was in Horizon, and then in Eclipse you guys did really
yeah,
good. So you guys are making some bank.
yeah. Well, like this week in rewards, I made $74 for the week. I think it's what was it, $75? So it's about $150.
But that's only because you guys have a lot of TH, and every single one of you have a lot of TH,
Mm,
and you guys are splitting it more evenly.
yeah. Well, like I pretty much
Actually, I think it's more skewed to Grease Monkey's side because I think he isn't he over 1K now.
um
I haven't checked his exact number, but I thought he was at
I think it's
1K.
either just shy or just over. It is close to 1K though. I think it's like, because I know his greedy machine's 700 and something. I think it was 760 TH just in one machine. So he's probably got about 900 to 800. But this week's reinvestments, I turned it on to the greedy machine and reinvest it into TH to get that extra 5%. I was on.
Oh, I found out that that reinvestment doesn't work if it's not at the wattage of what can get upgraded. So you need at least a 20-watt greeting machine to receive that weekly upgrade.
Yeah,
So just so you
mine's at
know.
15, so I'm full wattage upgraded. I'm just, yeah, power
Nice.
rolling it through the TH now. But I put all $75 in.
That's what I want to do. I want to get it at a 15.
Mm. Well, you better, yeah, try and upgrade it as soon as possible because the higher the TH, the more it's going to cost, and vice versa.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to buy a cheap one, not that much TH on it, so I can get it to 15, and then like I went from 100 TH to like 5 TH, and then I'll start over. Like with the hash mold, whatever I have left over after I sell my last three miners, I'm sending it to hash mold. It'll be better it'll be better off on Hashmo making me a daily income that I could use to boost rather than a couple more TH added to the greedy. And then if I really want to, I could do what my homeboy Pat says is get my Hashmo to $37 or $38 a day so I can have the money for the fee. And then I can just buy one TH every single day with Hashmo money on the greedy machine and help it scale like that.
Yeah,
Like that was his plan, but I know he switched his plan up to go full hash mole. And we were like relatively the same on like dollar per day, but now he's like almost double, tripled me. And I'm like, bro, I'm slacking. So then like he like kind of gave me the motivation to start leverage trading heavier than I normally do. And I did that last week and I actually lost money. Like I lost like $30 and I quit. I took my losses and I stepped away for like 4 days. And when I did that, we were down. I'm talking about down, bull. We were hella down. So then I took a position yesterday and then we went up like 8%. But in leverage, that's like 1,000%.
yeah,
So I turned like $10 to like 120.
yeah,
So then I just pulled out. Like I was happy with what I had. Like from the numbers we were at, we were nowhere near what it was like 3 days ago. So like I could have held and like let it like go up, but I was like, nah, I'm happy with this. I want to buy a hash mole miner. So I pulled out and I'm glad I did because we're back down to where what we were yesterday when I took that position. So like I would have basically wiped everything I made if I would have stayed in the position.
yeah,
So I basically took my money and ran. And then now with the extra 20 I had on Hashmole from yesterday's payment, I just threw it right back on there and I'm gonna do it again. So I just took another position at a way lower price than the one I had yesterday because we fell even further down. So if we do end up going back to those prices from last week, I'm just going to be up like another $250 or some shit like that. It's crazy.
yeah.
Pretty crazy. I like the leverage.
I've never really got into the leverage stuff, but I mean, I'm trying to, not really day trade, but more invest in some actual coins that could potentially go up, like the XRP. Like I think of crossed.
Well, the only reason why I'm doing leverage now is because I'm heavily invested in Bitcoin mining. I have a nice, decent income. I think I'm making around $50 a day if I like add everything up. So like I have a nice income of Bitcoin. This is daily Bitcoin. So I'm invested into Bitcoin. I have a cold wallet with a bunch of Bitcoin that I'm never going to sell. So like I'm in the game at all times. And then like I have bots, like altcoin bots. So like I want to like spread my investments, like not like I tell a lot of people, not put your eggs in one basket. So like leverage is the only thing that I've always been really scared of because I like watch the Wall Street bets and like I watched someone turn $600,000 to $2, or I watched someone turn $2 into $600,000. So then I just take small bets like $20, and if I lose my $20, that's it. And I always how I've been playing it is if I double my money, I pull out my doubled money and put it on the side so I can't lose it, and then I still play with the $20. So then that's what I do. And then once I get a nice decent stack, I've been boosting with that money. But lately, like past couple of days, I've been just holding it because I want to get more hash mole miners. I think hash mole is probably an investment I should focus on right now,
Yeah,
at least until they change the facilities from Iceland.
yeah. I think I
I say I
will.
need to focus on
I
Hashmo.
think I will do the same. Like spend more time and effort on Hashmole. I mean, literally, all you have to do is just purchase the miner.
Yeah, aren't you only required to boost like 60% of your earnings? So just like take the other 40%, take the 10 Go mining token hit, convert it to USDT on your swap wallet, and then send it to Hashmole. And like if you made like I know those blocks get big and you only go for big ones now, right? So like you'll probably make like 2 or 3 thousand GMT in 1 week, only have to boost like 1,200 of it. And then you could send, I think 800 GMT is like around $400. So you could buy 200 hash miners with like one of your payouts.
Yeah,
And that's what my boy Pat did. He came up last week. I think he had like an 8x, a 2x, a 1x, and something. I think it was another 1x. And he boosted $300 and he lost. He only got hit at 2x. So he only made half of the money, like almost half of the money back. And he was like, fuck this. I'm not wasting any more money on this app. And then he pulled the rest out and threw it on Hashmo, bought another 500 hash miner. And he was like, yeah, this $6 a day is way better than me trying to boost on fucking good mining. Cause for some reason they like to fuck him. Like he'll go for like 50% of the round, and then it was like almost an hour and a half on that round, and then he still lost. He had like 1 billion points. Everyone else underneath him had like 100 million points. Like I don't know how he lost, but he still lost. So like I would have been salty too.
yeah. It's very.
So
That's
like
the thing I
you
don't
win
like
some, you lose.
about Go mining is you could have like quite literally, 1 billion points, or like say 100 million points, but someone's only got like 200,000, and they would still win the block. Like I feel like if someone's put money into it,
Yeah,
they should not allow someone to.
have a higher likely
Yeah,
chance.
like they like say if I'm just sitting here right now and I hit a block, like I would be hyped about it. But at the same time, if no one else has boosted in that round, or someone's only boosted like something and it's not over like say 100 million points, like like a certain amount. I would say if there's any more than five
Yeah,
GMT spent or 10 GMT spent, or fuck it, we'll just say if there's any more than 100 GMT, no one should be able
well,
to AFK that.
I would, yeah, I would say if you're talking about like total, right, on the round. Yeah, I should say that too. Like that would make it fair if like say a bunch of fucking like Tuesday, I was boosting. I hit 9 blocks on Tuesday by myself, but there was a 32x round, and I think this is why Horizon. If a lot of people notice Horizon is dead right now, and this is the reason why, because there was a 32x round, and I literally seen every single clan and their mom jump on this bitch. I'm talking about I seen single players spend 2,000 coins when the payout was only 2,500 coins. It was nuts. And there was not one guy who did that. There was like 20 guys who did that. And it was all on the same 32x, and somebody who had 0.0005% won. It was like a 1 TH account because it said greedy machine test, which that means bonus miner. So like a dude with a bonus miner hit this 32x that a bunch of people spent thousands of GMT on. So right now on Horizon, it's really dead. If you look at the rounds, it's
I
really
didn't
dead.
even think you could win a block if you had the bonus miner. Like I didn't even think it was possible for the.
I see it happen all the time. If you see it and it says greedy machine test, that's the bonus miner.
Yeah, right. I thought that was just a greedy machine.
Nah,
Yeah.
I found that out with a friend. I was because he literally just started and then joined and then he hit a block because he was boosting
Mm.
with me. And I was like, bro, how? you how the fuck did you buy a greedy machine? He's like, what are you talking about? And then I showed him the picture. It said greedy machine test. And he's like, and then he showed me his screenshot of his rigs, and he just had one TH and a bonus miner. And I was like, oh, it has to be the bonus miner. Because if it was the one TH that hit it, it would have said mine box.
Yeah.
So it has to be the bonus miner.
Yeah, right.
But it's getting kind of late. I'm actually about to start work.
No, it's so good. Yeah, I was gonna.
We should wrap it
Yeah,
up.
we'll wrap it up. I'll let you do the outro because I done the intro.
All right, guys. We are This is a pretty long one today, but we had a nice talk. Love the hash bowl, love the go mining
Hmm.
streams, love the talks, the podcast. So we're gonna hit you guys up in the next one. We want you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, let's tax this Bitcoin.